Welcome back, episode 27.2. We just recorded 15 minutes of Bradley Beal dialogue and didn't even record it. So, Bradley Beal, if you see this, you owe me 15 more minutes of life. Oh my goodness. All right.
My gosh.
This is part 2. I'm not even going to ask them how they're doing. They're both doing great.
Simulation.
I was doing better 15 minutes.
I'm in a simulation. Life is a simulation.
Oh my goodness. We're in the Matrix. We're going to get straight into it. Bradley Beal, 2-year, $11 million deal with the Clippers after being bought out with the Phoenix Suns. We talked about this for like 15 minutes, so we're gonna give an abbreviated version because we're tired of talking about Bradley Beal.
It's absolutely meaningless. That's what I just said. The Clippers are still not good in the West. The Thunder are better. The Rockets are better. The Lakers are better. The Nuggets are better. The Timberwolves are better. The Warriors are better. The Mavericks are better. The Spurs are better. The Memphis Grizzlies are better. Those are 9 teams right there that are better than the Clippers right now, even with Bradley Beal.
Yeah, just to sum up my part, Bradley Beal in the long run makes no difference for the Clippers. Third or fourth option doesn't really matter. He can give you 20 a game, but he's not going to give you takeover. And in the playoffs, when you need a number 2 or a number 3 to come through, he's not going to come through. Kawhi Leonard's going to play maybe 30, 40 games in the regular season and disappear in the playoffs for an injury. And Harden's not going to show up half the time in the playoffs. So you need him to be an anchor, and that's not what he is this late in his career.
Yeah. I'm not about to spend another 10 minutes talking about a nigga named Bradley. So I'm gonna say this. He was mad at his role in Phoenix, where he was the third option. He wasn't getting the ball. He wasn't getting the right opportunities because he was playing behind Book and KD. So he wants out, situation's not right, and he agrees to a contract buyout, and then he goes and signs with the Los Angeles Clippers to go play behind James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. It's not adding up right in my calculator.
This doesn't even deserve my time, dude.
It's not adding up in my calculator.
It doesn't deserve my time at all.
So,
I mean, even as a second option, if he comes off the bench, it still means nothing.
For the Clippers, it does nothing for them. I think it just gives them more depth and security for when Kawhi Leonard decides he wants to stop playing basketball, probably in November. So
his knee's gonna turn to brisket again. Just trust and believe.
No, it's already brisket. It's
falling up,
bro. It's brisket already. It's brisket already, bro.
It's still in the slow cooker.
It is. It's almost out of the slow cooker. If it's not, if it's still in the slow cooker, it's almost done. The shit's almost done.
I don't even want.
Dinner is almost served if it's in the slow cooker still.
Oh man.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
That's Bradley Beal. Put the gavel down. All right. Moving.
Have fun losing to Shea in the first round. You get that.
I mean, that's what's gonna happen.
Or Houston.
Or the play-in if they get lucky.
You could add all 3 of those guys' reputations, and it's only a third of LeBron. Yeah,
it's true.
They still don't have the.
They're just ring chasing.
They still don't. I could argue that they still don't have the top 3 players in that city too. I'll leave it at that.
They might as well go get Russell.
Kawhi might be third, but Kawhi for 40 games or Austin Reeves for 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reeves.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What?
Yeah, for sure. I think
they might as well just go get Russ again.
They're just riding the coattail of Kawhi Leonard, hoping that he's going to go on another 2019 Toronto Raptors run.
Almost 7 years ago.
All right.
Give it up.
Next topic, because I'm done. Next topic.
All right, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, speaking about people that don't make conference finals.
Speaking of guys who also get injured, knees are brisket.
Joel Embiid.
Brisket
the
knees
article
2.0.
that came out, Joel Embiid, I see. What was it? Joel Embiid sees you?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Like that ESPN article. Basically just talked about his whole career, different points. Last year, for example, 2-11, they had a players meeting. Somebody leaked it. He had a problem with that. Also, the fact that he's been hurt pretty much every year of his career. And people, he's saying he's complaining that people don't give him credit for going out there even when he's hurt, because Nicholas Batum said he was, his knee issues. And, listen, here's what I got to say to Joel Embiid. You getting hurt is only your fault. All right, there's no dark magician somewhere casting spells telling you to get hurt.
They should
you're
hire
the one getting hurt.
They should hire better staff.
I mean, you're the one getting hurt. You have no one but to blame but yourself. All right. And the best ability is availability, because if you're not there and we keep paying millions of dollars, last year he was a no-show because of his knee, and they paid him all that money. For what? For what? And now you're handcuffed because you got Paul George. Listen, if you want people to stop saying things about you, you got to go out there and play. You got to get healthy. You chose in the summer to play with the Olympic team when everyone said you just had a meniscus issue, maybe you should sit out. No, let's go play in the Olympics and add more mileage on my knee, which is already brisket. That's a choice you decided to make. That don't come crying to the fans when you're like, well, I get unfair criticism. When you choose to go chase an Olympic medal over your own health, and that's the priority, it's a you problem. It's your fault. So you come into this year injured, that's only you. It's no one else. It's on you. And you're the face of the franchise. When they had Ben Simmons, you were the face of the franchise. When they had Markelle Fultz, you were the face of the franchise. They got they got washed version of Paul George, and you're still the leader of the franchise, and you're still hurt. So, we did this to Anthony Davis. You got to be available to play. Otherwise, it's only your fault. No one else is injuring yourself but you.
I still think Joel Embiid's a top 5 player in the league when he's healthy, but
no doubt.
But he's never healthy. And last year, do you have a right to be mad that the players only meeting got leaked? Yeah, sure, I guess. There's no reason the Sixers should have been bad. Like, I still think the Sixers could be good next year if they're healthy. But then again, big if. Like, does he have a reason to be upset at some of the stuff that went on? Yeah, absolutely. Like, you can't control injury. Injuries are controllable up to a point, but people getting upset because you can't play. Like, if you're not in the position to play, especially if you're a 7-foot guy that takes on that workload, that contact, and you have that injury history, it's definitely respectable to even step on the court. But at the same time, like, you can't get, if you are the Sixers, you can't get mad at them for taking himself out, because look at the injuries happening now. Jason Tatum, torn Achilles. Tyrese Halliburton, torn Achilles. Dame, torn Achilles. You've seen people miss seasons, and Embiid would absolutely miss the season if he was playing multiple games in 3 days.
And he also can't get mad because it's not like he hasn't been given help. They've drafted players. Now, you look at the Ben Simmons situation, that's kind of an anomaly. He chose to quit. Yeah. Markelle Fultz didn't really pan out. You bring in Paul George. So, I mean, they're trying to get you guys. I mean, they drafted Tyrese Maxey,
They had James Harden. And they were up 3-2 on the Celtics, who made the finals.
To be fair, James Harden
they had a closeout game at home.
To be fair, he kind of disappeared at the same time. Objectively, when you look at it, when you're the only MVP in league history to not even get past the second round, he hasn't been to a Western Conference Finals in his career. The only MVP not to get to the Western Conference Finals. You have to at least get to the Western Conference Finals. You at least have to compete for a championship. Every year we say the Sixers are contenders, and every year they're not, because they get sent home by somebody, whether it's Giannis, whether it's Kawhi on the Raptors, whether it's LeBron. When he was in Cleveland, it doesn't matter. So if you keep getting shut out by other greats, other players who are running through the league, it's a you problem.
Oh, absolutely. And I also, it speaks a lot to what the Sixers are doing. And the first thing is, if Embiid keeps getting hurt, that's him. Get a better medical staff. You see people come back from injuries and play well. And that's what he does every time, but it's not sustainable, and he gets hurt all the time. I think a lot of that's the Philly market. I think it's also the fact that they have no stability at the head coaching position. I mean, they have Nick Nurse now, but Nick Nurse 3 years,
Brett
Brown, Doc Rivers. You're just getting guys. Like, look, would Nick Nurse have this job if he didn't win in 2019? No, right? And so the situation around Embiid isn't the best. But again, there's stuff that's out of his control. But then again, you can't control your knees getting absolutely killed half the time.
I'm with Jake on this. I honestly, I don't think at this point, the amount of times you get injured, I feel like I can't fault Embiid with that. I mean, injuries are a natural thing; they happen. Yeah. I mean, literally. Well, Tyrese Halliburton isn't the best example of that because, I mean, he did play on
But did you see what the Pacers what the Pacers GM said? Like, the Pacers GM said, like, looking back on it, we wouldn't have played him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was just the situation that they were in.
But I guarantee if you asked him, he would have said
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
I mean, anybody in the world would have said that. Like,
and-
I'm not playing a Game 7, but
And in those, I'll let you finish in a second. Or actually, you go first, and then I'll say something.
I was just saying, I just can't fault Embiid for the injuries because, I mean, injuries are a natural thing. They happen in sports. It is what it is. I'm with Jake on the medical thing, though. Get a better medical staff. I mean, hands down, 100%. There's no reason that these rehabs should be taking this long after this long after this long. Like, this shouldn't be happening like that.
Or even more, making this. Oh, go.
He should be able to play. He shouldn't have to like this. I think this year sitting out the whole year, that was insane. Like, that should not have happened.
And because
he should have been ready by like January, February.
But you said
March.
you don't fault him for that. He chose to play in the Olympics and put more mileage on his
No,
knees.
I think okay, yeah, you are right though. This year I think was a little bit different because he did choose to play in the
But
Olympics.
the Olympics are so different than
The Olympics
NBA.
is a little bit different though, and also like honestly, Steve Kerr really wasn't playing. I don't think did Joel play at all against France, or was it? No, he played against Serbia.
Because he was.
I don't think he played at all against France at all.
But,
So,
but wait a minute. He's traveling to another country. He's moving constantly. It's like AAU. It's like they're constantly going from this place to that place to this place to that. He's not at home resting and relaxing. He's not with the training staff.
I'm with you on that. I think the Olympics thing is a 50-50 thing. I think it is. Should he have been playing? Probably not. But then again, though, Olympics is a little bit different. But it should be a medical staff. Literally in the article, when he got drafted, because remember when he got drafted, he was injured as well.
He was injured
came
all the
in
time in
injured,
Kansas.
Yeah.
missed his whole rookie year.
Foot issue. Yeah,
They left his rehab process up to an intern.
that's crazy.
Then an intern was overseeing your third overall pick after being the laughingstock of the NBA. Your third overall pick, Joel Embiid. Remember, Joel Embiid was the third overall pick that was supposed to come in and change this whole franchise. And let's not say you're not like Joel Embiid hasn't changed this franchise.
Elton Brand who did that.
He hasn't changed. Like he's been a huge part of the change in Philadelphia.
process.
Yeah, like the process. Has it been completed? No.
No, of course.
But I mean, we got to think about where the 76ers were that whole 2000s, early 2010s. They were the laughingstock of the
I didn't
NBA.
even see that part. That's crazy.
This is the pressure, bro. Or actually, you finish.
They left. No, that's all I had to say. It was they left his rehab process up to an intern when he came into the league. I think that's all you need to know about their medical staff there.
The NBA is the only league where players succumb to pressure so much that they rush themselves back, and it almost always ends up in them getting more hurt. Tyrese Halliburton, it's the finals, I'm playing, and that's fine. Tears his Achilles.
Yeah.
Let's go. Dame was dealing with injuries, comes back, tears Achilles. Kevin Durant didn't want to come back, but everybody on the Warriors in that finals wanted him to come back.
Yeah, the doctors lied.
There are reports that doctors lied. There are reports that the Warriors were
I think
pressuring
doctors
him.
for sure lied.
And then what's he do? Pop his Achilles?
Yeah.
And Embiid. Well, like, look at Embiid in 2024 playoffs last year against the Knicks. Missed 30 games before that. Game 1, they rush him back because they're just like, we have to beat New York on the road if we want a chance in this series. Embiid posters someone. I think it was Mitchell Robinson. It was either Mitchell,
he came down on his
and he
knee.
came down on his knee and was hurt. And he played through that. But yeah, the pressure of these guys and rushing them back, it's not worth it. If this was the NFL and a guy had a concussion and they go, but you need him to play, it's not worth it. Like the only NFL story where I see someone playing hurt was Pat. Like I don't see other high profile players playing.
The one thing I will say is that I understand the pressure, and I'm not blaming Embiid for this at all because I understand the pressure. But people need to take a page out of Kawhi's book. Kawhi was like, no, my calf is injured. And people were like, people in San Antonio were like, no, you got to play. And he was like, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Now, he did go out and ball in 2019. But since 2019, his leg has been coming off the bone. Like, his knee just isn't the same. And he keeps telling people it's not the same. And they rush him back. And it keeps on getting worse and worse. So I get where you guys are coming from in that regard. If my rehab is being left up to an intern, I'm losing my mind. I'm calling Elton Brand immediately like, you got Jeffrey overseeing this?
Yeah,
no,
that's
you
terrible-
better get the head person.
Yeah,
out
that's
here.
a terrible look.
I just think it's been a trickling effect since he came into the league, and I feel like the root cause of this whole thing, and it's a portrayal of what we are seeing right now, is his rehab process.
I mean, that's not okay.
Yeah. And he's not the only guy on the Sixers.
Thing is, though, is it was that pressure of also coming into the league and he misses his whole rookie year. So now they're like, oh, is this guy actually going to play in the NBA, or did they just waste a third round pick? That was a third overall pick. That was the talk around Joel Embiid when he answered the league.
I know the development and rehab and medical staff are different, but if you look at the Sixers' last draft picks over the last decade, they're all misses. Why?
And they all get hurt
because they get hurt, one, and they ruin their progression. Markelle Fultz was supposed to be the guy, and then he goes elsewhere and he actually thrives in other locations.
I always thought that was the wrong pick, but
I mean, it was, but just out of fact that he was the number one pick, you're supposed to give him everything, elevate him. And you changed his shooting form to something so hideous he couldn't score the ball. And then he goes to another team and he wins.
I'd rather
he's playing better on the Magic.
I'd rather have University of Pennsylvania medical students do the advising than the trainers at the Sixers, because it's not only Embiid. Tyrese Maxey deals with ankle injuries. Harden was hurt while he's there. Paul George is the walking definition of an injury. Nick Batum, when he was there, couldn't stay healthy.
He just had knee surgery.
He just had knee surgery
from an off-season workout.
It's not only Embiid. Embiid is obviously the biggest example because he's the best player. They get hurt all the fucking time.
This is why NBA players have professional chefs, professional trainers, professional everything, because what the teams provide them, a lot of the teams don't provide adequate sources and people who know what they're competent people. They just hire people. They're not. There's the competency. That's incompetency. The fact that you are giving the intern to oversee the rehab of your number three. I don't care if you are the OKC Thunder. If the third pick if you get the third pick and he's hurt, you have to make sure he's okay by all means for him to succeed.
Absolutely. And I guarantee that wouldn't happen if Joel Embiid was a American college player. Like, he was in Kansas, he went about his business and he balled out, but he was hurt. And as he said in this article, and it's not that hard to know with Joel Embiid, he's quiet.
Yeah.
That would go up in flames anywhere else if a draft pick had any sort of personality.
Yeah, if Giannis came in and was hurt,
doesn't, but he's Joel Embiid.
If Giannis comes in hurt in the Sixers, he's not Giannis to this day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or think about, I was going to say the number 3 pick this year, but it's VJ Edgecombe, so it's a little different because it's the Sixers. But who was the number 3 pick
Hope
last
they
year?
don't give him the curse.
Who was the number 3 pick last year? I guess last year's draft stuff. Jason Tatum was a number 3 pick because the Sixers traded up. Say Jason Tatum, with his college profile and everything he did there, and the Celtics said, you got to stay healthy, and we're putting in an intern in charge of you. A guy who's making millions of dollars, we're putting in an intern in charge of you.
That's bad.
That is awful.
I mean, from head to toe, the Sixers, this is just an indication of how bad the Sixers are as an organization. I like Daryl Morey. He's a little overrated in my opinion. He's a tad bit overrated.
A little.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
A little.
Yeah,
not a little.
Yeah,
More.
I was being generous.
Very generous.
I was being generous, but he's very overrated.
Daryl Morey sucks.
He's got the name off of the back of James Harden and pretty much nothing else. And James Harden.
I was just about to say
and
that.
James Harden burned that bridge.
I was just about to say that. Daryl Morey is so lucky that he had James Harden.
The person who
on his side for 7 years.
And then he burned that bridge, and where has he gotten now? Paul George. He gave Paul George a max contract. What? You just gave one of the most injured players in league history, another most injured player in league history.
Yeah,
he just had leg surgery off of an injury from an off-season workout.
Absolutely.
How do you get injured from an off-season workout?
Yeah.
How's that possible? There's no one guarding you.
It's crazy.
You can a knee surgery from Casper the Ghost. Come on, man. So this is just really bad. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, shows Joel Embiid some.
I felt bad for him before this article.
Tyrese Maxey is the best player he's been given since he's been in Philly.
I think
I'd argue that, or I would say Harden, but it was Harden after Houston and after Brooklyn.
I would say Simmons. But then he had the back. Yeah, before he quit. Before he quit, he was going to be an all defensive player.
And whose fault? And again, it goes back. Whose fault is it that Ben Simmons quit? It's not a little of it is Ben Simmons, but you think Ben Simmons quit just because he said I wanted to? No, there had to be something with management. It was the pressure of Philadelphia and the Philadelphia 76ers incapability to not. So they succumb to pressure all the time. They always have.
He did have the back issue, so there is that, and they kind of were like, We need you. On the other hand, he kind of just. There's been weird, fluky things with all of the rookies.
I think you can fault a little bit to them for Ben Simmons, because of his back. I mean, everybody knew his back was messed up, and it
was also
Philly was
everybody
like, we kind of need you, but also at the same time, Ben Simmons wasn't shooting anything outside of a.
Yeah, exactly.
4-footer.
And then everybody called him, but he was still efficient. He was still averaging nearly a triple-double, and then everybody called him a little bitch after the Atlanta series, and he never played the same.
Yeah,
because he passed up the shot right at the rim against Trae Young.
He absolutely was in that series. But then get in Ben Simmons' head and say, focus on this season, because that year in 21, the Sixers, if they were healthy, could have beaten the Bucks. Like, they could have beaten the Bucks. I still don't think the Bucks were. I thought Giannis was that good. Outside of that, I don't think the Bucks were that good. I think they were one of the weaker Eastern.
I think they should have They absolutely should have beat the Bucks.
Look, I you know how I stand on this. I still don't think the Bucks were the best Eastern team in 2021. If Nike made a smaller shoe, we're talking about the Nets winning a championship.
Oh no, they're not the best team. They just had the player.
They didn't even have the best player.
Had the best run.
Exactly. They didn't even have the best player in the East in the 2021.
No, it's KD.
It was KD.
But Giannis just had an all-time run where he went crazy.
Anyway, the Sixers. If you get Ben Simmons, that could have been something there. And so, I just think it's a terrible look for the organization, and every Philly organization not named the Eagles right now looks terrible because the Flyers don't know what they're doing, and the Phillies, they can't win to save their lives.
Yeah, Josh Harris, Daryl Morey, count your days.
Yeah. Daryl Morey's just, oh my goodness, he has done nothing good.
So, yeah, I mean.
Anyway,
shout out to Joel Embiid.
I just hope that VJ Edgecombe exceeds all the curse.
Yeah. Another guy who deals with injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full circle.
You want to do the ESPYs thing?
Do you guys want to? I was looking at the ESPY Awards, and I realized a lot of them are like humanitarian stuff. It's hard to argue that. But
yeah,
if you want to, like, we could do like the best athlete and stuff, because
who was up for best athlete?
I don't even know who was up for it, but I know Shea won it.
As best athlete, Shea?
Yeah.
I mean, he did have the best collective entire year of the season.
I mean, here I'll go with a few of these. We could do best team. The Eagles won. I don't think the Eagles should have won that. Male athlete, it was Shea, Saquon, Josh Allen, and Shohei. Again, I'd say Shohei.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Out of those, I guess I would go Shea.
I'm still gonna go Shea.
I'm gonna go Shea.
I won't. I'd just go Shohei Ohtani. Shea's accolade was winning, for the MVP, Finals MVP. No one's done that in a while. Shea Ohtani went 50-50, and it was never done.
He did, but he didn't even show up in the World Series.
But he won the World Series.
It's true, but he didn't really show up.
Yeah, but he won MVP. Okay, fine. You want to go Shea?
That's the difference.
Yeah, I
guess. Shea showed up in the final.
Basketball is so different.
It is, but if you're Shohei Ohtani, you gotta show it. It's the World Series.
Fine,
the World Series,
you gotta show up.
Okay,
I'm
doing one more that I not necessarily have a problem with, but the Philadelphia Eagles won best team. This might be because I cover hockey, but it should have been the Florida Panthers because I've never seen a team more dominant in their playoff run. And they won multiple Stanley Cups back-to-back and were the favorites the whole way through.
Who were the nominations?
The nominations were... Why did I just lose it, bro? My computer sucks.
I know I'm a Philly guy, but it is kind of hard to not vote for the team that...
won back-to-back.
Or
that beat Pat Mahomes.
That dethrones Pat Mahomes and stops the 3-peat.
Yeah, sure.
And beat the shit out of him.
Once again, like I said, I have a problem with it. Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles are very good, but really, like, best team? Like,
I mean, also you got to think about it, who's voting for it. It's fans.
Yeah, good point.
So it's like,
good
they're
point.
going to vote for
there's more eyes on the NFL. There's more eyes on football.
Very good point.
Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event in history.
Yep. What about, where was it? I had one more. Shit, where was it? Best male college athlete. It was given to Cooper Flagg.
Okay.
Travis Hunter
should have won that.
Travis Hunter should have won.
That's,
Travis Hunter.
Over Cooper Flagg, yeah.
But then again, Travis Hunter.
Who else was up for it?
Cooper Flagg would have had to win.
Hunter, CJ Kurse, who I don't know, and Wyatt Hendrickson, who I don't know.
Yes, Travis Hunter should have won that.
I think Hunter should have won it, but Cooper Flagg made the Final Four, and Travis Hunter won 13 games.
Like, true. I mean, Travis Hunter did play two positions, which has never been done before.
Exactly. That's why I think
Cooper Flagg didn't even make
Cooper
Flagg didn't even make the national championship game.
Travis Hunter should have won that.
He would for Cooper to really won that. He would have had to win the ring.
I'm actually surprised Travis Hunter didn't win that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Cooper Flag. Well, because you got to think about it. Also, there was a controversy between Travis Hunter and Ashton Genty.
Oh, Genty, I got. Yeah, but Cooper Flag.
And Cooper Flag was the undeniable best player.
You are correct
in
about
college.
that. You are correct about that.
Because people were 50-50 on Genty. And
I would have voted for Ashton Genty for Heisman.
People were really
you are correct.
That was a real 50-50 because of how good Genty was.
You are correct. People still have a little envy towards Travis Hunter.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to the Sports Humanitarian Team of the Year, the Indianapolis Colts. They did give the ball away a bunch of times. So congratulations to them.
They gave away hopes and dreams.
Yeah, they gave away everything.
Shout out to Lunga.
Shout out Lunga. Yeah, shout out to the Indianapolis Colts. They literally gave the ball everywhere.
And now you get Daniel Jones as your quarterback.
Yeah.
So you're going to, back to back.
Congratulations. And I guess that's a good way to shift into the NFL. Let's start with TJ Watt. Most recent news. TJ Watt becomes the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, re-signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3 years, $123 million. I'm going to start with this. Sam Block on Twitter. TJ Watt just got paid. Aaron Rodgers is QB1. DK Metcalf's now in town. Jalen Ramsey's been brought in. Mike Tomlin's a top 5 head coach. Super Bowl or bust for the Steelers. 9-8 won't be good enough in Pittsburgh. It's too bad because you're going 9-8.
Yeah, you're gonna have to accept that.
I was about to say, is that the discussion after resigning TJ Watt?
Yeah, it's not. And
something that we knew was going to happen. They're not going to let TJ Watt walk.
People on Twitter are giving the most meaningless analysis about it. They're just like, the Steelers are a better football team with TJ Watt. No
they
shit.
Always had TJ Watt on their
and
roster.
They still couldn't win.
Like, TJ Watt has been there. This isn't a breaking news blockbuster thing. Like, if you thought the Pittsburgh Steelers weren't going to pay TJ Watt, I've got a whole lot of news for you. Because what are we talking about? Like,
9-8 never looked so good. First of all, Aaron Rodgers washed with all due respect.
Yeah,
second of all, DK Metcalf, he's good, but he hasn't been all of that in his career. Jalen Ramsey, he's at the back end. He's good, but still, come on. You gave away Minka Fitzpatrick. Second of all, you congratulations on re-signing the guy you're supposed to re-sign.
Exactly.
They were never not going to re-sign.
Also,
I paid my rent.
Also,
I'm a good human being.
They weren't going to.
Mike Tomlin's not a top 5 coach in the sport. No shot anymore. Kyle Shanahan,
right now,
Sean McVay, Dan Campbell. Those 3 are absolutely better than Mike Tomlin right now. John Harbaugh right now is better than him. And Andy Reid.
Yeah,
those are
he's
5
not top
coaches.
5. He's top 10 for sure. He's back.
Is he top 10?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's top 10.
I'm fine. I'll give him that.
Not top 5. Top 10.
Fine. I'll give him it. But
he's in that.
Fine. I'll stand on it now, and I know it's going to go on TikTok. Mike Tomlin's not a top 5 coach in the NFL right now.
He's a 6 to 8.
I'll agree with you.
6 to 8.
Okay, good. I wouldn't even argue 6 to 8. I'd argue 9 or I'd argue 9 or 10. What is
remember he was talking about?
Remember
he was talking about Mike McDaniel.
2
episodes.
I'm not saying McDaniel's better than Tomlin.
Let's hear. Keep going.
So who would I just say? I said McVay,
Reid,
Harbaugh. Shanahan, Harbaugh, Campbell.
Yeah.
I would say. Let me do this very fast. I just had someone and I just forgot it. Oh my god, Sean McDermott.
I was going to say McDermott. No, I would say no. I don't think he's a better coach than McDermott.
I think Sean McDermott.
I think
fine.
Slow down, because I'm not gonna lie. If we're gonna give Dan Campbell being a better head coach over Mike Tomlin, we got to give it to Sean McDermott. There's no way. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because no. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even want to hear Dan Campbell right now. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
In top 5? You don't want him in the top 5?
I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him better.
He doesn't
than Mike
want
Tomlin.
expectations.
No, that's not it. That's not even
I know
it.
it's not. I know
I'm
it's
a Lions guy. I'm a Lions guy. But like, let's be for real here, though. He's had 2 good years.
Okay.
He hasn't won anything. And this is coming. I'm a Lions fan.
Yeah, but
coming from a Lions fan. Dan Campbell hasn't won anything.
Yeah, but he's better.
He's had 2 good years.
Okay, but if he's at 5, is he still? I think he's. What has Sean McDermott done? He's been given more years and he's done less.
Yeah, but he's given. Oh, you're talking about Campbell versus McDermott?
I mean, he's gone farther than Campbell.
Yeah, he's gone to multiple AFC championships.
That's true.
He's gone to 3.
That's true. He's gone to 3 AFC championships, and how many has he won?
I mean, he's won 0, but at least he's been there.
That's true, but I mean, if Josh Allen ceased to exist, he's not even in close. He's not sniffing AFC championship games. I think his career right now is being supported by Josh Allen.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Okay, sure.
Give the Buffalo Bo Nix and see where he goes with that.
And you don't think? And Dan Campbell's career has been supported by the fact that the Lions have one of the best front offices in the league and the best skill positions.
It's very true. No, but wait a
Dan
minute.
Campbell.
Wait a minute. Sean McDermott. Did he rebuild them from the rubble?
A little, yeah. I mean, they made the playoffs once.
But Dan Campbell
with Tyrod
resurrected
Taylor.
a franchise that has never been good.
Okay, wait. Let's get back to the Mike Tomlin conversation. I have 3 more right now.
Let's do these top 5 head coaches
We
after.
can't compare what Mike Tomlin has had to deal with versus McDermott and Dan Campbell. There's no way.
I'm saying right now. I'm talking.
All right, right now in this moment, like going into going into the season.
Yeah,
is that what we're going to decide?
Yes, because if you're talking all time, Mike Tomlin is probably top 5 in the league, or definitely top 5 in the league.
No, definitely is top 5 in the league.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
But right now, I'm going to give you 3 more coaches I'd rather have over Mike Tomlin at this point right now because Mike Tomlin hasn't done anything.
I'm still not giving it to Dan Campbell.
Okay, sure.
Over Tomlin.
Pete Carroll.
This is my tweaker of the week.
Pete Carroll.
Okay, go ahead.
Pete Carroll. I would rather have than Mike Tomlin right
No.
now.
No.
Absolutely.
What are we talking about?
Absolutely.
Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll. Yeah, you heard me. He's won a Super Bowl more recently than Mike Tomlin.
Oh my God.
He's won a Super Bowl more recently than Mike Tomlin.
We're talking about right now, not
Carroll?
more recently. We're talking about right now. You're taking Pete Carroll with the Raiders.
I'm not taking the Raiders over the Steelers. I'm taking Pete Carroll over Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin, I know exactly what's going to happen with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
8 years.
And you know exactly what's going to happen with the Raiders. They're going to win like 5 games.
Okay, and fine, whatever. And the next one, right now, I'd much rather have Kevin O'Connell than Mike Tomlin. Look at what Kevin O'Connell did with the Minnesota Vikings.
I get that. I'll take that. He's better offensively. He's a better player coach. He knows all around, and I feel like he knows how to hire a defensive coach.
Kevin O'Connell won 13 games with Sam Darnold.
I'll take Kevin O'Connell.
Sam Darnold had a hell of a year.
Okay,
and what did he do prior to that?
Why didn't Russell Westbrook Russell Westbrook. Why didn't Russell Wilson have a hell of a year? Why didn't the quarterback the year before? Aaron Rodgers.
Maybe Arthur Smith was his offensive coordinator.
Okay.
And that's on Shad Khan. That's not on him. That's not on
You don't think Mike Tomlin plays a role in those decisions?
No, he does.
I guarantee you he does.
Of course he plays a role in it.
Tomlin, though.
But that's Shad Khan making the final decision.
No, but it could be on Tomlin. Tomlin has full control of his football team. He could call the plays if he wants to. Kevin O'Connell calls plays.
But that's not you look at what Tomlin has dealt with, and he's still producing winning seasons.
Okay. What has he dealt with?
He has not had winning football teams, and he's still producing winning seasons.
What has Mike Tomlin dealt with? He has a top 5 edge rusher.
He's dealt with bums, is what I'm saying.
He did Kenny Pickett as his quarterback.
But has he dealt with bums really? Like
Kenny Pickett,
TJ Watt.
What?
TJ Watt.
Quarterback. TJ Watt is a generational edge rusher.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking like he has been dealing with NFL superstars for the past 10 years.
There's always been a superstar on his team. There's always been a superstar.
For the past, 7 years, it's been TJ Watt.
Mike Tomlin couldn't win with Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell in their primes. They lost to the Jaguars at home. And Ben Roethlisberger was playing well.
Okay. So
you're supposed to have an all-world defense and the Jaguars carved them up.
Okay. So you're saying McDermott is a better coach than him, right? Right
now, yeah.
Okay. So when Mike Tomlin had those guys, he couldn't win with them, right?
Yeah.
McDermott is in the same exact boat then that Mike Tomlin was in when he had Le'Veon Bell.
No, he's not.
When he had Antonio Brown.
No, he's not.
Ben Roethlisberger.
He absolutely isn't.
McDermott hasn't won.
But look at the Bills' skill positions versus what the Steelers had. Le'Veon Bell, first-team All-Pro. Antonio Brown, first-team All-Pro. The Bills had Stephon Diggs. Fine, that was the one. He had no one around that. The Bills haven't had a running back since James Cook, and when James Cook was there, Diggs was gone.
James Cook just had a hell of a year.
What?
James Cook just had a hell of a year.
Yeah, but Stephon Diggs wasn't there. Who was their wide receiver 1? Khalil Shakir? Khalil fucking Shakir.
I'll give you that.
And I'll keep going.
I'll give you that.
Look.
Their defense is pretty good, though.
Who, the Bills? Yeah, the Bills' defense is good, but they also dealt with injuries. Matt Milano broke his leg. Their edge rushers were not that good. They, what's it called? I'm trying to think of one of their corners got hurt.
Okay, here.
Their best corners were Rasul Douglas. Tre'Davious White blew out his knee. He's never been the same.
Wait. Sean McDermott is a great defensive coach. He's also a great head coach, but he focuses on the defense. Offensively, remember when they gave it to Joe Brady. And they were trash, and then they switched.
Yeah.
So it's not him doing the offense. It's literally an offensive coordinator.
And who do you think makes the call to switch? And then Josh Allen was really good the second half of the season.
Yeah, it was.
And then
his
last
decision
year,
to make
Josh
the call
Allen won
switch.
MVP.
It was his decision to make the call switch. But I'm telling you right now, Sean McDermott is not. He's not Tomlin. Tomlin is better than.
I'm not saying Sean McDermott's better than Mike Tomlin all time. I'm saying right now.
Right now, I would take Mike Tomlin over Sean McDermott. If you give me Josh Allen and all I have to worry about is the defense, I'm taking that all day. Yeah. Do you think that Mike Tomlin wish he had somebody at the same level as Josh Allen?
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
Because the defense would carry them. And then Josh Allen would
but that becomes if you put Josh Allen on the Steelers.
I'll put a lot of money up. You give Mike Tomlin the Buffalo Bills, he's beating Patrick Mahomes one time.
That defense.
I don't think he does. I still don't think he does because I still think Andy Reid's
I think he does it at least one time. I think he wins at least one time.
I think
at least one time he breaks through.
He beats.
They haven't broken against Patrick Mahomes once.
Yeah, but
so this is my thing. Going back to your point about him having Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, he couldn't win. Sean McDermott is in the same exact boat.
I don't think it's the same exact.
No, it's not. It's not.
If you're going to use that logic, he hasn't won.
Yeah, he hasn't won, but I'm not using the same. Okay. Mike Tomlin on those teams had a quarterback who had the most passing yards and touchdowns in the league in Ben Roethlisberger, who was at the end of his prime, but still his prime. He had Le'Veon Bell, who was generational first-team All-Pro. Antonio Brown, most receptions in a season almost. He was generational. And they had a defense that was all-world. Gave up 42 points to the Jacksonville Jaguars at home and Blake fucking Bortles.
With all due respect, Ben Roethlisberger is not Josh Allen.
He's not. But Big Ben's won it. Has Big Ben won an MVP? I genuinely don't know.
No.
Okay, fine. But he's won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's won 2 Super Bowls.
That's great for Mike Tomlin. Okay? You look at the Buffalo Bills. Outside of Stephon Diggs, who's been the second best receiver in the Sean McDermott era.
But a lot of those times,
Jordan Matthews?
But wait a minute, a lot of those times in the Super Bowls, the defense carried them.
Super Bowls? What, the Steelers?
Yeah, when they got
made
to the
2
Super Bowl.
Super Bowls with Tomlin.
No, I'm
2
not.
Super Bowls.
Yeah. And defense was the main issue with both of those Super Bowls. That was the main component to that team. Roethlisberger balled out.
Yeah, the defense was the issue, except for James Harrison's 99-yard pick six that won them the game.
That's true, but that's because
Mike Tomlin. I'm on your side.
Yeah.
I'm on your side there. What am I saying? I'm saying right now, Sean McDermott in the past 5 years has done a much better job than Mike Tomlin. He's gotten the Bills, a team that has not made the playoffs for 17 years before he got there, to make them 3 AFC championships. They first MVP in Buffalo Bills history.
But we're playing an offensive league, and they had Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, we're playing in an offensive league. So in an offensive league right now, you'd rather have Mike Tomlin, who doesn't touch the offense either. When Sean McDermott's defense has been better.
I wouldn't know. I think Mike Tomlin is better defensively as a coach than
Look at the Steelers' defense versus the Bills' defense last year.
I know the Bills' defense is good, but I'm still taking the Steelers' defense with Tomlin over. I'm taking McDermott.
Right now, on personnel, yeah, I probably agree because the Steelers have T.J. Watt. They have Jalen Ramsey, who's still good. Darius Slay is still good. Joey Porter's still good. I don't know about their linebackers. I mean, Patrick Queen's a stud, obviously. The Bills and what Sean McDermott has been able to do with those guys that might not be all pros besides Matt Milano. Now that Tre'Davious White is gone, he's playing with Christian Brentford. He's playing with Rasul Douglas. And they're still clamping up people.
Their
front line was great, but it was more rotational. They have Greg Rousseau. They have Ed Oliver. None of those guys are T.J. Watt. None of those guys are Cam Hayward. Tomlin has absolutely had more there.
Yeah, I think McDermott has. I think McDermott has had less, but I still would take Tomlin. I think Tomlin on Buffalo would get them at least one.
Okay, sure. I'm not even going to argue that. That was my rationale. I do not think Mike Tomlin's a top 5 coach in the league right now, and I would take Sean McDermott over him. So please let us know in the comments once this goes on TikTok, because it probably will. And the Steelers, if you want to talk about the Steelers trajectory, the Ravens are better. Can you stop the Bengals just because TJ Watt's getting paid more? I don't know. I'm not that high on the Bengals. I think the biggest thing out of this is the Steelers were able to sign an edge rusher while the Bengals can't sign either of theirs.
It'll be interesting because the Steelers will
retain their edge rusher.
They're gonna still battle for second because it'll be up. But the Bengals can't defend.
Are the Steelers a playoff team?
Yeah, only because the Bengals have no defense.
They can be.
Only because the Bengals have no
playoff
defense.
Game? Probably not. But
if they're a playoff team, we could all agree they're a wild card, right?
Oh yeah, wild card.
Okay.
The Ravens are going to win the division.
The Ravens are then it becomes between the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Chargers, Chargers, Broncos.
I would take them over the Chargers.
Who?
The
I would take
Steelers?
the Steelers over the Chargers. I have no faith in the Chargers.
No.
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
like that.
listen to
I'm
me.
not doing it.
I'm a Justin
doing it.
Herbert
I'm not
pessimist.
doing it.
Until I see Justin Herbert do it, I'm
Oh,
not
you
taking
are.
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'm not taking him.
I would take.
Pause.
I don't know. In terms of roster, I don't know if I'd take the Bengals over. I mean, not the Bengals, the Broncos over the Steelers, but I'd take Bo Nix in year 2 over Aaron Rodgers in year 25 or whatever he's in.
That's actually a really good one because Sean Payton and Bo Nix in year 2 is going to be really dangerous.
And
I'm
both
taking
those guys,
Denver.
and
I'm
both
taking
those teams
Denver.
are the 3rd best in their division.
I'm taking Denver.
I'm taking Denver probably.
taking
I think they're going to take the jump.
And then,
Denver.
like, there's other teams that could creep into that spot.
I mean, shit.
Like,
Denver scared Buffalo.
Denver scared Buffalo.
They scored the first touchdown. We were like,
Denver scared
uh-oh.
the shit
We
out
was
of
like,
Buffalo.
uh-oh.
Didn't Denver beat Pittsburgh last year? I don't know if they played. Doesn't matter. Pittsburgh, borderline 7 seed right now. Like, it doesn't change anything. And also, like, I read that tweet. Who's their wide receiver 2 right now? Calvin Austin?
Yeah,
He
they
could
don't-
be good. He's a speedster, but he's tiny.
My thing is just this. That logic is just so stupid because anyone who thinks TJ Watt was not like it's just.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about my logic.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I agree.
no.
It's
I'm just
dumb.
saying everybody that's like, oh,
Yep.
the Steelers are so good. They're the same exact team.
Yep. Same exact team, bro.
TJ Watt just has a new contract.
9-8 never looked so good.
I think they're worse than last year. I genuinely think they're worse than last year. They might have.
No,
gotten
you have a point because half of Justin Fields and half of Russell Wilson is probably still better than 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
We're gonna see.
Maybe. I think Aaron Rodgers could still play good football. I thought he played good football for the Jets the second half of the
Yeah, he
season
wasn't
last
bad.
year.
but that was in garbage time.
yeah,
So we got to
and
see
fine,
real time.
Look at everywhere else on that offense. Their starting running back right now is Kenneth Gainwell, right? Kenneth Gainwell, Caleb Johnson,
Jalen Warren.
and Jalen Warren. Is that better than Najee Harris?
I mean,
No, but
it's the
Najee Harris
same.
isn't good too.
It's the same.
Sure. Wide receiver wise, that last year, George Pickens and I'm trying to remember who their wideout 2 was last year.
Their
wideout two's
rotation
worse.
squad.
Their wideout 2's worse now.
They don't have any receivers other than DK.
Their line's fine. You look outside of TJ Watt, who else is on that defensive line? You still have Patrick Queen, and their secondary's good. But then again, you lost Minka Fitzpatrick. You lost an all-pro safety.
You traded Minka for a DB, so
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you just kind of it's like a 1-for-1 almost. There was no, we gotta talk about that more. You traded Minka Fitzpatrick for the end of Jalen Ramsey.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's crazy.
It just didn't make any sense.
No,
Yeah.
Anyway,
you're tweaking or not tweaking.
Yeah, sure. I'll start with that. I feel like that was a good way to do tweaking or not tweaking if you want to put it up there. Mike Tomlin's now the top 5 head coach in the NFL.
Okay.
So what are you guys saying? You
I know
guys are
not
saying
tweaking.
I'm tweaking?
No, not tweaking. I think top 10 for sure.
Top 5.
No, the tweaking was where we put McDermott. It was him or McDermott.
Okay, I'll stand on it. Sean McDermott's a better coach than Mike Tomlin
Okay,
right now.
yeah, I'm tweaking. Yeah, tweaking.
Tweaking. Yeah.
Okay.
Tweaking.
Next one. I swear if this wasn't a story, I wouldn't talk about it, but the New York Jets have re-signed 2 of their young stars, or not re-signed, I keep using that terminology, but it's extended. Garrett Wilson, 4 years, $130 million. Sauce Gardner, 4 years, $125 million. Gardner becomes the number 1 paid quarterback or cornerback in NFL history. Garrett Wilson, a great deal there. The Jets have the Jets have one of the best young cores in the league.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell
Especially
you I'm
defensively.
going to tell you why. Sauce Gardner, everybody what's the main problem with Sauce Gardner? That he doesn't he doesn't get interceptions, right?
Yeah.
He got targeted 47 times last year.
Yeah, they just
they don't
it's Darrell
throw
Revis.
it.
It's Darrell
It's
Revis.
Darrell Revis
No, they
2.0.
don't throw his way.
It's Darrell Revis 2.0. Sauce Gardner, if you look at his PFF grade and passing grades in terms of yards allowed, completions, targets, whatever you want to call it, Sauce Gardner has been the best corner in the league since he's gotten into the NFL. There was no corner in NFL history going back to the 1980s that got all-pro first team in their first 2 seasons. Sauce Gardner is an absolute monster. Since coming into the league, 90.7 PFF grade, 43 forced incompletions is tied for first, 50.9% completion rate allowed. Okay? Sauce Gardner's just a start. You look at the rest of that defense, okay? Quincy Williams, first team All-Pro, top 10 in tackles last year. Jamien Sherwood, top 10 in tackles last year. Quinnen Williams, another first team All-Pro. Michael Carter second, All-Pro slot corner. Then Brandon Stevens is replacing DJ Reed. DJ Reed's great. Would DJ Reed, I like him, sure. I'm not even going to crap on DJ Reed because I think he's good. So you start with that. Then you go to the other side of the ball. You have Breece Hall, who after tearing his ACL, went for 1,600 yards, which was 4th in the NFL, and then last year still was averaging 5 yards a carry while having the least carries by any qualified running back in the league. And Garrett Wilson's a top 10 receiver in the league. Garrett Wilson's absolutely a top 10 receiver in the league, and I'm not having you tell me otherwise. He is.
Yeah, he is.
He is the only. Listen to this list.
Absolutely.
Players with 80 receptions or 80-plus receptions, 1,000 receiving yards in each of their first 3 seasons. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Michael Thomas, Odell Beckham Jr., Garrett Wilson. No matter what is around the New York Jets, their young core is damn good. They have a really good young core. Now, if you want me to talk about the other problems with the Jets, I'll just go to my other podcast. But the New York Jets absolutely have a top 5 young core in the league. And I'll even go further because I want you to say this. I'm not going to say a will. The New York Jets can make the playoffs this year. And I think the Jets are in a much better situation this year to make the playoffs than they were at the start of 2024.
Yeah, I think it was smart to both.
Thank you for tuning into that.
Not tweaking.
Not tweaking. It was definitely smart to sign him this year, especially Garrett Wilson. Obviously, the sauce doesn't need to be talked about because he's one of the best corners of the game. Darrelle Revis Island 2.0. People don't thought of him. But yeah, Garrett Wilson, it was smart to lock him down. One, because you went and got Aaron Rodgers and oh my goodness, Davante Adams. And so he wasn't happy about that. He didn't like Davante Adams being in front of him.
He wasn't getting thrown.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Garrett Wilson was the most targeted receiver in the league before they got Davante.
Yeah, so it didn't make any sense. Make Garrett Wilson your number one. Lock him down. Give him that reassurance. You got a young quarterback now. You got a young core. The only thing for them is no longer do we have the right players. It's do we have the right coach? Do we have the right system? Can we get these guys to the playoffs?
I forgot to mention their offensive line that's all under 26 years old and has 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, so I mean they're going real young and it's really good because now you don't, usually sometimes you want a mix of, vets. And so you want vets mostly when you're about a year or two away. They're still a few years away from really competing.
Yeah.
So I think that for them, focusing on the youth, get them all signed, have them all play together in the same years, like don't divide them up, make them all play together. It gives them a benefit. Also, that defense is still really good. Like it has not dipped. They signed the right players defensively. They have the right guys. They had Salah, who's really good defensively, but couldn't get offense sorted.
He couldn't control his team.
Yeah, he was too nice of a guy.
The biggest problem with the Jets last year was the fact that they've had a culture problem for years, and Aaron Rodgers came in and didn't disrupt the culture, but moreover, the Jets couldn't contain anything. And when they went 2-3, they fired their head coach. The interim sucked. Who's better right now? The Pittsburgh Steelers or the New York Jets? They play week 1. Who's better? Right now.
Shit, that's a toss-up.
I'm throwing it to you guys. I'll say the Jets are better. I think the Jets are better than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's really a toss-up for 2 different reasons. One, you have youth and inexperience. Well, they have experience, but it's like youth and still trying to figure out how to win consistently.
I'll say Jets.
I'll give you guys the non-negotiables for this. Coaching. Well, Aaron Glenn's better than Mike Tomlin. No, I'm joking.
I was gonna flip the fuck.
I'm joking.
Tweaker of the week.
I'm joking. Non-negotiables. The Steelers have the best coach, the better coach. They have the better one edge rusher. The Jets have the next best 2 because they have 2 guys that have had double-digit sack seasons, and they're only 2 years into the league. Running back, Breece Hall is better than whoever the Steelers have to offer for them. I would confidently take Garrett Wilson over DK Metcalf right now.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Quarterback is a toss-up. Justin Fields won the same amount of games as Aaron Rodgers last year.
I would take Fields. I don't think it's a toss-up. I would take Fields.
Yeah.
I know.
Then again, I asked you guys, so I'll let you guys talk.
I would take Fields.
No, I think it's the Jets. I don't see how. I thought about it for a second. The only reason is because I do like Pittsburgh's defense. But it's absolutely New York. I don't know how you can go with
Rodgers is obviously a better
Pittsburgh.
throw of the football still, but he's not mobile and he can't move anywhere.
It's like this. You've got similar things at quarterback, like in terms of
inexperience and too much experience.
Inexperience, too much experience. You have a better running back, better wide receiver.
Yeah. I'll take this a little further, even
better
because
corners.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take this a little further because we're reaching the end of our time in person here, and I want this to get views. The New York Jets will make the playoffs in 2025 and end their drought.
Slow down there, buddy.
Slow
down there, buddy.
So
Patriots are more likely to make it over there.
Absolutely.
I'll slow down a little, but if Justin Fields figures it out, big if, huge if for Justin Fields. But if he's able to figure it out and play similar to what he did in Pittsburgh last year and find a way for the Jets to win football games, they're supposed to have a top 15 line in the league that's all young if they stay healthy. Breece Hall's still really good, and Garrett Wilson's really good, and their defense is really good.
Okay.
And so if there's no dysfunction coming from the head of the snake down, and the Jets could actually go about their business, then they could absolutely make the playoffs. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's enough from me.
Okay.
There's some breaking news. Damian Lillard is finalizing a 3-year, $42 million contract to return to the Portland Trail Blazers.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Does he learn from his mistakes? Does he learn? I mean,
Good for him. I mean, that's a cool story.
I think he just wants to be around his family. I think he got a taste of what it means to actually have pressure on him. And he's, for the first time, he's like, nah, I'm 35, going to be 36 when I come back. What? I get it's the family thing. It's got to be the family thing because he would have to move his family elsewhere, and he's at the end of his career. I don't think he wants the pressure. He's coming back from Achilles. He's probably just like, let me play the rest of my career in peace. Let me go ball for the team that I was drafted with, the people that love me, and I'll be right into the sunset.
I mean, I was thinking about it when I seen it. I was actually gonna give him Tweaker of the Week.
I wouldn't give him.
No.
But I'm thinking about it now.
Smart for his career.
I think he realized that. I think he's making peace with not winning a champion. He's made peace with not winning a championship.
I think he's always been okay with it because if you stay loyal to the Trailblazers your whole career, I don't think it's that much of a...
I think him going to Milwaukee was him wanting to win a championship, but it's also right. I think it was just he thought right fit, right time. Also, I can win a championship.
Because think about it, he's probably also thinking, where do I go from now?
No,
I mean, you could go to
over.
the Celtics, which is top, but it's like, it's just as much pressure.
The Celtics are dealing with one Achilles injury already, too.
You got just as much pressure.
I mean, and then also it's like with Boston.
Damn, the Jets got me sweating.
They could...
Sorry. Keep on.
With Boston, it's like, okay, I could be shipped out at any time there.
Yeah.
But you just saw Drew Holiday, the guy you got shipped into out of there.
Like, the only reason this is a 3-year deal is because he's going to miss all of next year.
Yeah.
So they're comfortable paying him some sort of money. I guarantee you this is a very front-loaded contract. And
So does that mean Drew's out at some point? They're going to probably make a year of him and then trade him? Drew Holiday?
maybe.
I mean,
Put him at the 2?
Is Drew a free agent after next year?
No.
How long is Drew Holiday under contract?
He's under contract for like 3
I guess
more
it could
years,
be a
I believe.
1-year thing with Drew. Maybe.
I think it's a couple of years left on his contract.
Yeah, but then once again, Achilles injury, extremely eye-opening. Damian Lillard definitely sat back and went, okay, I don't need to win a ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's also a great mentor for all 9 of their guards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what they say, he was lonely in Portland, his family, or lonely in Milwaukee. He couldn't go to the club. There's nothing to do in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
Wouldn't he at least want to go with, like, if I was him, I'd be like, hey, let's go to Miami for 3 years.
I would have went to Miami.
I
I would have
Sure,
went to Miami
absolutely.
too, but would Miami want him? Like, I
don't know
so.
if they would have, honestly. I mean,
At this point, maybe not.
At least
No,
not
that's
to,
what I'm
at least not
saying,
to
like-
sign him right now. Like, it's different.
not getting Kevin Durant told me all I need to know about.
But why did he
Miami
sign this
bad
early? He
bad.
could have waited. He could have waited at
exactly.
least half. He could have waited till the middle of next year or till the season was completely over
Exactly.
to make that
That's
choice.
the biggest thing. Like,
It was just like a rush.
I mean-
there's no rush. He could have just waited.
Be somewhere to rehab.
yeah.
I guess so, but you're Damian Lillard.
but he's
You can
Damian-
rehab
yeah,
anywhere
exactly.
you want. You got so much money. They gave you like a 2-year, $120 million extension last time.
Why pay money to rehab when I can just do it for free?
No, but now he's part of the Blazers organization again. It's not like he's just Dame Lillard. Let me rehab. It's like now you're like, you got to come back, Dame. Like, when it's time, you coming back,
I
buddy.
mean, but like, there's no pressure for him to come back in Portland.
None.
They're not going to care if he
of
comes
course
back
not.
or not.
Of course not. That's why he signed with them because there's no pressure at all.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it really puts things into perspective because every time I see Mike Trout, I'm like, man, that's wasted talent. But I'm like, he doesn't want to leave the Angels. So it's not really wasted talent. He doesn't really want to leave.
Yeah.
Who, Dame?
No, I'm talking about like Mike Trout. Like he's like Mike Trout in that sense.
Yeah.
Like Mike Trout, everyone's been telling him you've only had 15 playoff games, leave, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna sign this mass extension again.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, I guess. I just feel like
It'll be cool to see his return. That'll be one of the coolest things that we'll see in a while. Like when he gets introduced for the first
He
time.
just could have been in like a really like. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to play for a championship. I think he realized what it was in the playoffs, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Wow, man,
But Dame,
I don't want none of this."
Here comes
smoke."
Dame with the lob to Hansen Yang. Or wait,
I mean, Yang Hansen would be nice.
Hansen.
damn, I'm going to
Him and
prison.
Yang Hansen. Yang Hansen is nasty. So.
Did you guys see the quote that the Nets apparently guaranteed him that they were going to take him at 19, but he won at 16? If the Nets took him, there would have been another tweaker. Oh my God! The Nets took.
Hansen Yang's
Yang,
good.
Yeah,
They have
Or
Nick.
Yang Hansen?
They have
Yang
Nick.
Hansen?
They have Nick
Yeah, yeah.
Claxton.
We need to figure this out. We need to figure this.
I thought it was Hansen Yang, but what people do is that it's in China they switch the names, so someone put it as Hansen Yang, and then it's Yang Hansen because they switch it in Chinese culture.
What? Okay, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
Nothing good.
Oh, I know who my tweaker is.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Gotta go.
Let's go. Tweaker of the week.
You want to go first? If you know
Favorite
who-
segment.
My tweaker of the week is Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Let me explain why.
tweaker?
No. Let me
Yeah.
explain. Let me explain. Let me
Okay.
explain. So if you don't know, there was a little bit of a soft launch that Meg Thee Stallion had. She was in like by the pool, and Klay Thompson was all the way in the back. Basically, internet detectives figured out it was him.
Yep.
Basically, he went public with it on his Instagram.
It wasn't that hard to figure out, by the way.
No, it wasn't. But here's the
No.
funny thing. They asked Meg Thee Stallion, and she said, "I've never dated somebody so kind. This is my first relationship where I've ever been with somebody who's genuinely a nice person, and he makes me genuinely happy. I'm just grateful that he's here by my side, and he feels the same way about me." Anybody who knows the game knows, anytime a girl says, "Oh, you treated me nice for the first time," we know what's about to happen, buddy.
Oh boy.
We know what's about to happen. Klay Thompson is the nice man. He's the nice guy. He ain't got no tattoos. He ain't the guy he ain't going to the club after the game. He hopping on his boat. He going home and watching TV. He's the nice guy. He's the clean guy. He's the smooth guy. She just got done in a relationship with Torrey Craig. She was with Paradis Fontaine before that. She was with Moneybag Yo. You go from Moneybag Yo to Klay Thompson. What's going on? So Klay Thompson,
Moneybag Yo.
she was with Moneybag Yo to begin with. That's how she popped off first, was with
Oh,
Moneybag
really? I
Yo.
didn't even know that.
So I'm telling you,
With
right?
the party dude.
Paradis Fontaine. She's been with rappers.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah, Paradis Fontaine. That's his like full rap name or whatever.
That is.
Anyway, the point being, when you're the nice guy and a girl says this to you, the first time I've ever been in a relationship and you this age, it means she about to pop out with somebody, a rapper. She about to pop out with Future next month. That's what it means. She popping out with Future next month. All right, because at some point he's gonna get tired of her because I'm telling you, they're not compatible. She's just what she looks for in a man is not Klay Thompson. And with all due respect, I love Klay Thompson. I have nothing bad to say about Meg Thee Stallion. She was in it with Tory Lanez. So I mean, where we talking about people that ain't even close to what Klay Thompson is.
Man.
So Klay Thompson, watch your back, brother. I'm telling you. She may look fine, and she does look fine, but hey, listen, we all know things that look interesting bite. So.
Tweaker.
All right, my turn.
Say he ain't getting that fifth ring.
Nah. He get to the second
Yeah, he
round.
ain't getting that fifth ring.
That boy get to the second round. He gonna have to start flexing them 4 rings in the second round.
Ring. Can you handle all that?
I got it. Mine's easy, bro. That's it.
But the mistake shooter shit.
Oh shit. Go ahead, Jake.
Aaron Boone, after the swing off. MLB All-Star Weekend was so successful, but for the swing off, I understand they're not messing up swings, but you literally get 3 swings. Why are you putting out Brent Rooker, Jonathan Aranda, and Randy Arozarena?
Just put Dave
Rooker's
Roberts too.
Yeah,
He
sure.
did put Shohei.
At that point, put the kid from the Sandlot. Like, it should have been Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, and anybody from the AL, whether Vladdy, whether Rooker. And then on the other side, it should have been Vladdy, sure. And then on the other side, it should have been Shohei. But Pete Alonso and Schwarber did it.
Oh no, those two were good, but
Those two were good.
But you would Jonathan Aranda.
Yeah, what are you
Jonathan
doing?
Aranda.
Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh swaying the ball or swaying the bat how many times?
But you
Or
know why they
swung the
didn't put
bat.
their
It's not
guys in
swing.
there. You know why they didn't put the
Swing.
guys in
Yeah, because he doesn't want Judge to get killed in a big moment.
Or yeah, and he doesn't want him to mess up his swing like Jazz Chisholm.
stupid.
I was just trying to keep my swing. No, you weren't. It's a home run derby. Swing like you're trying to hit home runs,
Yeah,
Jazz.
exactly.
You know what it is when you signed up. What are we
Jazz was
doing?
BS.
No, it's crazy. And bro, Aaron Judge his swing is not going to be messed up by 3 swings.
Aaron Judge could swing normally, and he'd hit 3 home runs.
He could swing with one arm, and he could do it. Cal Raleigh hit what, like 57 combined home runs the other night? You can't put him out for 3 more when he wants to make a statement on his MVP season?
To be fair, those guys are so big in the game, they're probably like, nah, we ain't coming out here. Because remember, they said
Pete Alonso and Kyle Schwarber came out.
That's true, but remember, he was like, Kyle Stowers is just figuring out that he's going to be in this contest. Because he didn't ask people. He was just like, we're going to get Kyle Stowers on.
Whatever, bro. I also I loved how Atlanta fans booed the Mets whenever something happened.
Yeah, he started. He would.
You saw Alonso?
Yeah, Alonso said.
Yeah. Dude, I'll say it. And the Braves might have one of the worst fan bases in the league. They are so intolerable. It might be because I'm a Mets fan, but they're so intolerable. They complain. They're the most spoiled fan base in the league too. Yeah, all their players, they're so spoiled. Yeah, and
they're gonna be sellers this year.
They are good. Can I show you guys?
No, Alex Anthopoulos said they weren't, but they should be.
Yeah, they should be, but they won't because their organization won't do it. Francisco Lindor posted, that was a great All-Star weekend. It was almost as good as when we clinched in Atlanta last year. Yeah. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you.
How much time?
5 minutes.
Real quick. Mine's not gonna be that long, because I don't really have anybody to give. Anybody. All the media, all the people, all the mamas, the fathers, anybody who thought that LeBron James wasn't coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers, I just want to give you Tweaker of the Week.
It's a good tweaker.
I mean, why? What the hell?
Going to the Clippers.
Is that what the Helly James? What did it say?
What the Helly Bron James?
What the Helly Bron James?
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why this is a big
every year,
every summer, every single summer.
That's how you know we're getting deep into the playoffs.
Every single summer. That's how you know we're getting into the offseason. That's how you know we're into July. That's how you know it is the offseason and we are gearing up for another year.
Stick around for the GOAT debate.
LeBron James going to be back in wherever he's at.
Stick around for the GOAT debate when our subs come in.
So, I mean, yeah, I just think it's crazy. He's living in L.A., Los Angeles. I think he is fine, perfectly fine where he's at in California.
My Pookie King can live wherever my Pookie wants.
His son is literally on the roster. Like, he's not going to leave L.A.
But if he ever
Dallas.
All right, if he ever leaves L.A., though, they're cutting Bronny. Like,
no, they're not.
Maybe not.
Unless Bronny
after the summer league he just had, no, they're not cutting Bronny.
Fine. I'll step back on that.
Bronny just showed he can be.
Yeah, they're gonna
very good rotational player in this league. Absolutely not.
Listen, he activated 20% of his LeBron for all.
Quick, that's mine.
So he activated 20% of his LeBron for all in some of these games. So they're getting them glimpses of 6'1" LeBron. And they're gonna cut him.
So yeah, that's it.
All right, guys.
All right. That is all we have for episode 27. As always, like, subscribe, comment. I guess the Mike Tomlin thing.
I'd love to hear it. And
Top
I'll
5
argue
coaches,
with any of you.
whatever. Comment whatever, honestly, this week. It doesn't really matter. Run up socials, TikTok, YouTube Reel or YouTube Shorts. Yeah. Stay fly.
Lamar Jackson at it.
And they cover the whole thing. How about that? You failed, brother.
Still isn't covered.